will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like this.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the surprise number 6 overall pick of this year's draft, Daniel Jones of the New York Giants, as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. With you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, could just be a few months.
The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense will be led by the rookie from Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Of course, Eli Manning made 210 consecutive starts for the G-Men from 2014 until 2 years ago. But now he gives way to Jones, who threw for 52 touchdowns in his 3 years as a starter in Durham as a Blue Devil. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Mario Addison in on the stop. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And we focus on maybe the ultimate home run hitter in the NFL today, and that's running back Saquon Barkley, because teams come into every game with the idea that they want to limit his production and especially his big playability. But how many times did we watch him in his rookie year where he would be limited throughout the game, and then all of a sudden there he goes out the back door, 50, 60, 70 yards. He's a lot of fun to watch unless you're trying to defend him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jones operating from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Jones now throwing on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He completes it to Tate. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 54,
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick of the Cleveland Browns in 2017, has returned to his home area to play for the New York Giants. And he's looking for an opportunity to really shine. Sharp in returning the football on kickoffs and punts. The Giants believe he can fill the gap at safety for them.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now Jones, off play action. Looking sideline, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here we go! 30 base. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now.
On 2nd and 12. Jones, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On first down, Jones. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Jones now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Jones now operating from the gun. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Buying time to his left. Now Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yo.
Throwing Jones. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now Jones on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Newton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, it's right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Newton on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check.
On 2nd and goal, Newton. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers, nothing.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now Graham Gano. Remember, he beat the Giants with a 63-yarder back in 2018. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Rip left.
Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jones, off play action. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Saquon Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 17 yards and a giant first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Giants first down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
54 miles. Good track, good track.
Right up.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Second and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. And Rosas puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, second down. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going, before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Ready.
The
Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the gun, Newton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Chris Hogan. Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Jones to throw on third down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. Fourth down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 68 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
good,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Giants.
Jones now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Jones operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Operating from the gun. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On first down, it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before the break. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Well, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Well, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go, go.
This is Barkley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down, New York.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. I'm coming for you. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Go set. 10 logo.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jones now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
The coverage was terrific downfield because he had to check down to the tight end. But that means the pressure on the quarterback wasn't very good. He had a long time to survey the field, didn't he?
Able to buy himself some time in the pocket, hit the safety valve.
Let's go now. 60 or.
They can't hang with us.
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tight end right. 3 down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that. And he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day.
On the run, it's Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
Ready.
Jones heading up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
18 Gator.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Okay, ready? 29. 3 buds.
On 2nd and 12, Newton looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
On the set. Check line 54. Line 54. Switch up. Switch up. Do.
From the 36, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
Newton's pass complete to DJ Moore. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
22 yards there, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton going up top. And this is caught. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Manhertz there to make the grab. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Let it. 15, line it. 15 line. 54. And let's get that home.
2nd and 5 now. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Rosas puts this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Automatic 1st down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the 45 on second down. Newton, right's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Lorenzo Carter brought him down. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Newton's pass, incomplete, intended for Jarius Ray. It's now 4th down.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right.
All right? I want him to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Get it. Right there.
Get in the weight room.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Complete to Wright. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a run with McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Ready? It's set, ready? Fuck, Mike. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gano's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.